So I don't like this too much at all. What did we say in the pregame? Right.
Mobility. She
How
probably
likely
still
is it for us to kill this guy? What lane are we going towards here?
top lane, which
Do we want to be
doesn't
going
make
here?
sense. Probably.
Definitely
Probably
not. And then you will be walking to here because you know you will spawn after your raptors because that's what happened last round. You'd be walking to your wolves right now. You see him here, so you can take the wolves again as depending on how fast you can take it. You take the wolves, you check the raptors. Okay, they're up. Nice, I'll eat it. You check the Krugs. Okay, nice, they're up. I'll eat it. You back ping the Rift Herald. You ping on the way to bot lane. You kill them. You come back. You farm these camps. Super round again. Another super round that you could have made. What's up everyone, just letting you all know that the Jungle Gap Patreon is now available with 3 different tier lists, so if you want to gain access to full coaching sessions, tier lists, group coaching sessions and much more, head on over and check it out. So as Shyvanna, I'm going to quickly ask, what do you think like Shyvanna's identity is as a champion in the jungle?
Yep. If I had to describe it from what I was seeing, I know she's a little bit similar to Lillian, that they both power farm and scale really hard.
Yep.
But I would say Shyvanna is almost more of a selfish jungler or selfish scaler.
Yep.
Where she really wants to hit level 6 and then kind of power farm to build up ults.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So kind of a selfish team fight carry, minimal CC, high damage maybe.
Yeah. And what about objectives? Like she's kind of like Brand. Yeah, where she really just loves playing the solo campaign game where she's just on her own kind of little world, right?
Agreed. I would say definitely the dragon taking is a big thing for me. I've tried to potentially sneak first drag when I can, if I can try to set it up.
Yeah.
But I've also seen that she takes grubs really fast if needed.
Yeah. I mean, she loves to obviously avoid any kind of fighting because she's not very strong at that early. She wants to obviously still pick up free kills when she can because PTA, she can still do damage in a gank, right? She just doesn't have a great strength in that. So it means that yes, we are mostly always going to be full clearing. At the end of our full clear, we can look to, with our spare tempo, we can either look to obviously gank or do some kind of objective. But really, it's going to be important about how the things that are important about a Shyvanna is how we use our spare tempo. So after our clear, how we the plan that we make, where we path towards, and being really good at farming and taking objectives. Pretty much is it. And then the rest is using spare tempo and kind of seeing the opportunities that present themselves. Okay, so before we talk about this ward, I want to ask about how do you usually kind of like, what's your normal thought process coming into a game? In these drafts, like what would you usually be thinking?
Yep. I have watched your videos.
Yeah, the checklist.
Yep, the checklist a little bit. So I do think about the matchups in each lane and which one I think is going to scale better.
Yep.
To think about objectives a bit. But then also just set up for myself to try to get a kill or an assist as well.
Yep.
I will say though, I agree with almost everyone that I do tend to path bot pretty often this season.
Yep. I mean, it's not. If you're gonna path one way every single time, it's better to path the bot. Okay. Yeah. So go through that checklist for me real quick.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the specifics of it.
So win cons, we talk about
win
con, we talk about scaling in and which objective we like going for.
Yep. I know I have leading towards Drake's, but if I look, I would say their bot lane kind of scales harder than our bot lane, whereas
for sure the support
GP maybe scale harder.
Yep.
Yeah. GP. So I know Shiv wants to play for Drake's anyway, but it's almost like I want to take them to deny them from the Karthus and the Seraphine to
okay, cool.
Try to shut down the game quicker.
What about grubs this game? So any split pushy champions?
It's really I know Tristana is kind of one, Mord is kind of one, and then just Urga in my opinion. So
A little bit, but
not a
not really.
lot.
Yeah.
Not really.
And so now we know, we want dragons, but we'll take grubs when it's free, when it's efficient. Maybe our bot lane dies and they take dragon, so we take grubs, for example.
Yep.
Um,
Very
and then
well.
yeah, where can we get a kill?
Um. Oh, geez. Every time I see a Mord, I think only pre-6 unless
Good.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
huge.
Yep.
um, and then bot lane, I know I path towards them seeing the Pantheon set up. The Pantheon's done for myself, so
Yep.
that's what I was thinking. And then mid, I mean, he has the barrel slows, but I don't think of that as very reliable.
Not at all. And she also has very good, mobility to escape. So good. This most likely this game we're gonna full clear down to bot and play for dragon. Last question, jungle matchup. What can he do? What can I do? This is where we're gonna talk about this award.
Yep.
Um,
He definitely could potentially invade me, I think, if he has
level 3.
prio, which
Yeah.
I feel like he's more likely to get mid prio over anything else.
Yep.
Top maybe, depending, but I guess top has ignite for kill pressure, but yeah, so I think he has more invade pressure on me early.
Okay. So what does this ward do for you, do you think? It
um
will last until 2 minutes.
until 2 minutes. So if he started at red, oh, I almost feel like it's not doing much.
Yeah. So so the way that you want to think about trinkets is I think two ways. You either want to use one of them to start to track the enemy jungle.
Mhm.
So you're either going to use one around this area, somewhere here, so you can track, so you can see raptors. This ward is really good as well, but it's a bit too dangerous. So you're always going to be looking for, ping your team to walk in and drop this ward right here past 1 minute. We want to do it past 1 minute because then it'll last until 2:30, which is usually the timer that when people do their 3 camps, right?
Yep.
So people usually do their 1, 2, 3 by this time, which makes it so you now track him. If he starts raptors, you also know what he's doing, right? He may do 1, 2, 3, and then he could do something here. So this is the first way we want to use our trinket to track the enemy jungle. The second way we want to use it is, I think this ward is okay if you're afraid of someone starting your raptors level 1. You can ward like here at 1 minute and then base and switch to sweeper. You can do that. But the other ward I like doing is just to hold your ward. you full clear down. And then because you're afraid of that, sorry, no, the other ward as well you can do is if you're afraid of like raptors to this side, you can do this ward at 1 minute and then run back to your red and start your red. So there's 3 wards. This ward, and then the last one, which is where you full clear down like this. And then once you get to like your blue here, you can kind of ward here or here. Just to give yourself some like vision to cover yourself, right? I think this ward is probably the better one. So this ward if you want to track, this ward if you want to be defensive and you're scared of this early path like this. And then this ward if you want to just hold your wards and full clear down like this. That's the 3 options really for warding. And all of these wards you want to do, obviously this is after 1 minute, this is after 1 minute, and this will be obviously after 1 minute. Right? Because you'll see, like, look what this ward does. We'll just play for like until it times up. We won't even watch the game. Okay, you saw his ward. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good information. That ward is also pretty bad from him though, because his ward also does nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
So let's see. I guess this ward also watches for like a late invade. That's also something it does.
Mhm.
So if you're afraid of being invaded level 1, this ward is that's what purpose it serves. But of course, you can always just like if you're afraid of being invaded level 1, you can pull the red into this bush. And I think it's very, very unlikely that people at this level in late invade like this. Like the Talon and the Maud walking in late. Has this ever happened to you before? And killed you here?
Uh,
Maybe
it's
once.
very rare.
Very rare, yeah.
Very rare once, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Talon would probably win at least level 2
Yeah,
as well.
pretty weak. Yeah, only with really strong level 1 champions, right? So if you're versing like Olaf Fiora or something, maybe you're thinking about it, but... Okay. So, let's just watch the clear now. And if you ever need kind of help with like clearing fast, I mean, there's a YouTube channel I have in the Discord, which is like the guy that does all the jungle clears. And I think I think it's important on champions like Shyvanna and Lilia, like full clearing junglers, Zyro, to be able to have that full clear. So yeah, this is where you would usually, right? You would just, I mean, even if you do Grom first, that's even better, right? Because then you're not in danger yet. And then you would just run here, either drop a wood here or drop a wood here.
Got it.
So nothing happens, but we also don't know where Talon is, right? So we don't know where Talon is. But this is nothing still, right? So we shouldn't, I think posturing here is okay. This is also where you could use your other ward. Okay, you don't have it yet, actually. So I don't like this too much at all. What did we say in the pregame? Right?
Mobility.
How likely is it for us to kill this guy? And what else have we done as well? So regardless of how this gank goes, right, it's obviously going to do nothing. But now we also don't know where Talon is. So if we ever, after this gank, we may lose some health. And now when we go back into the rivers, it's very dangerous. It's very scary. Do you see this?
Agreed.
So even before I watch this, okay, I want to go back to here. Because I want you to be pinging like what you want. Okay, so obviously we don't want to push the scuttle towards this way, right? Because he has mid prior here. We want to try and push the scuttle this way. And I think... Okay, you don't have smite. So we have bot push though, and we have this vision. So which, like obviously we should be pushing the scuttle towards this way. Because we have vision here. Obviously Talon can also jump over walls. But our Pantheon is the guy we want to play with here, right? Our Pantheon is the guy that we want to play with in the early game. So even a gank here would be better than what you're doing right now. Obviously, it's not the best play. The best play is taking Scuttle.
Quick question on the Scuttle pushing. How do you do that exactly? Is it just being behind it?
Yeah, you just in the direction. So like if it spawns here, you just attack it from here and it'll push it this way. It'll run whatever way you attack it, yeah. If it's already running this way and you kind of attack it from the side, it'll still continue running this way. It has to be like either side. You have to be either side of it.
Got it.
But yeah, let's watch what happens now. So we gank mid. We actually do end up getting the kill, which is pretty good because Tristana decides to not, jump away. So results aside, right? The result was good, but you can see how the decision was bad.
Yeah, I feel like it was really low percentage. I just got rewarded for
Yeah, exactly. This was one of those 10% ganks that just kind of works. And then is exactly what I said afterwards, right?
Oh, yeah.
So imagine if he jumped away. Imagine if this happened. Imagine you gank him. He jumps away instead of flashing. I don't know what he doesn't know he has this ability or something. I don't know. But you can see how devastating. This is not what we wanted. This isn't like we're playing Rek'Sai, right? As a Rek'Sai here, maybe we can like interrupt his jump, have way more kill potential, stuff like that. We just offer nothing here, right? We offer some damage, but then let's just say he jumps away now. He doesn't kill you. You do this, and where is Talon? Of course, he can be here right now because you can be here right now. So he could be either side of you right now. So we never really want to compromise our game either. As Shyvanna, we want to take this crab. We want to base. So what we should have done, we should have took this crab, pushed it towards this way. We should have based here, and then we're going to where? Our spawning Krugs.
Yep.
Straight away. That's what we're doing. We want to be at this Krugs when they spawn. So it's good that you kind of, I mean, also, you should have hit this to try and get some additional information, and you would have been like, oh, Talon's just took this, But it ends up actually getting you killed because he ends up being able to see you. But that's fine, right? So the whole idea, the idea is not the result of you dying and you nearly killing or did kill Tristana. The takeaway is that your decision to gank mid was the problem there, not the result of you dying or killing the Tristana. So we didn't lose that much tempo from it, which is good. We still get back on the course, the race course. And we full clear down again. Talon shows bot. So also, what does this also tell us? We know what Talon's done now as well, right? He hasn't based.
Yep.
So he crossed to the top scuttle, to the bot scuttle maybe. So he still has 28 CS. So the bot scuttle's still up. So he's done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now he's crossed to bot side, but he hasn't done the bot scuttle yet. So we should know that because he did this on his first round and killed us here, we should know that these camps spawn the same time as these camps, right? It's mirrored. So you can see how when your top side spawns, his bot side is also up, and he hasn't taken them yet. What does that mean for us? When does he actually show here? Shows here right now. On the bot side with 28 CS. No base. So what does this mean? Which camps are up?
The two on the bot side, the Raptors.
And the scuttle.
Cubs.
Yeah. And the scuttle.
The scuttle.
So when he does this and he gets chunked here, right? You can take wolves, but then I want you to, there's a decision I really want you to make here. Okay, yeah, you do it. But it's not about killing him. Why is it not about killing him? Why should we not... Remember, we're playing Shyvanna. We're not trying to chase the kills here. Because it's a Talon, he can jump over walls. It's hard for us to kill him. What should we do here? We should use this fact that he's doing this, and our bot lane's doing this, to do what?
I probably could have hooked down to his Raptors, right?
Yes. We want to take everything here. So we can still finish... I'll show you this from like the big picture, right? You see this happening. You should start running here initially, but then when you realize it's finished, then you're just going to do this, and you're just going to run like this. You're going to do this, and then you're going to run here, and you're going to also try and do this. You're just going to try and take everything from him here because he hasn't based. He's low HP. You know these camps are up because we were tracking him. We know he did full clear in the first round. We know he has 28 CS, so we know his bot side camps are up here. This is him making a mistake, right? He's making a massive error here with his tempo. So now what decision does he have to make now? Being this much health, what will he do? He's this much health and he has about 1400 gold. He hasn't based. What will he do?
Pretty much is forced to do a back, but he's not even in a good position to back yet. He has to hop some walls.
Exactly. He needs to back. He can probably take Scuttle, and he might be able to heal from Scuttle. But either way here, right? We take this, we run here, and it's a pretty good chance that we're going to be taking this or even this as well. So we need to essentially the takeaway, we need to punish him for messing up his tempo and not basing. He should have based after he killed you here. He would have had a buy, and then he would be here, with items and going to his spawning bot side camps.
Gotcha.
But let's see.
I tried to chase the kill, but it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. You were trying to punish him, but it was the wrong way to punish him. So what did he actually do? Oh, so he crossed to his Raptors because he started. Oh, okay, so his Raptors were up, and he just crossed here, and he didn't take them because they weren't spawned yet. Okay, so he just runs to the bot side and then goes for the bot gank. Yeah, and because we know his Raptors are up because he has 28 CS. Okay, so yeah, we chase the kill. Wrong play. Hard to kill him because he's Talon. Do we go to his Raptors now? No, we do Dragon. Okay, Dragon is also fine. But you can see as well that Dragon was on the board. If we actually did this play where we do all this, we can still potentially get the Dragon.
Yeah, that's like the...
it's the super play.
What it is, but the outer inner rule.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know about it. I was about to explain it. The outer, yes, exactly. The outer inner rule. So imagine what kind of round we would have had if we, just because he messed up, if we did this, boom, boom, take Dragon and then clear these two camps. Or base after Dragon because you need to go back to your spawning top side.
Oh my goodness.
So we would have had a massive round. Yeah, we would have had, we would have had a super round. Yeah, you would have been 6. Yeah, exactly. But this is still good. It's still fine. We're still punishing him, which is good. And now, now here, right, we still want to... We've been wanting to pard towards bot the entire game, right?
Yeah.
So, taking these extra camps here is okay as well, because we still have that spare time, right, between, when our top side spawns. We take dragon. That doesn't really seem like a gank here. Yeah, so we just go back to camps. Okay, in this case, I know you want to make it so it spawns like this and then this, but at this case,
Yep.
it's not. It's already disjointed from your top side, right? So now you're gonna start playing the game like, okay, just take whatever's closest to you, base, go to your Krugs, then you're gonna be taking this, then these won't spawn for a while, right? So then you're gonna do something else.
Gotcha.
Until they spawn. So this is like you can think of this like it's your new cycle. Your new cycle is going to be you reset, you take 1, 2, you come here, you do something, maybe you try and counter jungle something, you try and gank bot, you try and take Krugs, you try and not gank mid, and then this will spawn, and then you do this like this, and then you base, and this is like your new cycle.
I see. Yep.
So it doesn't, yeah, at this point you've already not like full clear. So I mean, I think you actually could have based there after dragon. It wouldn't have been the greatest base, to be honest, because you don't really have much. But you could have.
Spend a little bit of extra time trying to align those camps.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Your Pantheon dies, you get 6. You see something when you have level 6. So I like this play more that even though you're staying a bit here, I think it's okay. If you're watching, if you're watching this GP, if you're watching for a bot kill, this is okay. But then after this happens, you want to instantly try and base. Always checking Raptors is good, which is what you do. Good. Yeah. So check Raptors. And then after you check Raptors, because he's not here, you should check red as well. And I can see that he's on it right now.
I think he's on red.
Yep. So we check it.
I almost got a little surprised because I wasn't tracking as well as I should have.
He's going to hop the wall. We dragon over. We end up killing him. Very good. What should we do now? Immediately.
Probably base, yeah.
Immediately. The most immediate thing you can do. I mean, obviously, maybe you think the Tristana might be coming, right? That's the one thing you're thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
So we kill him. We take the blast cone back. And then we immediately want to base. 1 second.
Oh, no.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, back. Apologies.
No problem.
Yeah, so as soon as there's no play, I mean, I also think Tristana coming for you is pretty unlikely because you're full HP here. I mean, it could happen in gold, I guess. But I think you're pretty safe here just basing somewhere, like, right away. You know?
I think I should have based right in that bush, but...
Yep. We should have been basing... I mean, if you could, right? You kill him, base right here.
Oh,
So if Tristana walks into you, I think you just murder her.
True. I have so much ult charge left.
Yeah. So just base right here. Like, this is a perfect spot to base. This tempo again, right? This walking all the way here, it's just time lost. You want to get back to this, like, so badly and clear down. And now your clear might even be fixed, right? Your wolves might spawn after that timer, which is nice as well. But yeah, just base straight away. You could have been looking bot. So if you thought there was something for you to do bot, but it needed to be so guaranteed, because remember, this is not your spare tempo anymore.
Right, and I see their off vision. It looks like they were recalling it turn potentially.
But so far, so good. So far, good. Like a good game, right? A good game. You know, we got a kill. We're doing our rounds, and we have a dragon as well. So far, so good. We're just gonna keep being really, really greedy and farming. Okay, nice. Find another little random kill. Which is always nice. after you kill. Again, I think throwing the fireball is fine, right? But what I really would like to see straight away is what objective is up?
Grubs.
The grubs, right? So does this extra damage on these guys mean anything?
No,
like I
it's
said,
almost chasing.
yeah, like I said, like you can run away this way, throw the fireball back on Tristana, but you want to use your alt form to just one-shot this grubs right now and then clear down like this.
Oh, true. It's so fast.
Yeah, like I think right now the little bits of like hanging around, you know, you don't recall instantly here. You hang around. You don't. You know, you kind of hang around on your first round to gank mid. The hanging around is kind of like with your tempo is the part that we don't like. We don't like as any jungler, but especially the champions that the hang around doesn't do anything. So like if you were like Elise here, maybe the hang around gets you another kill because like it's that kind of champion.
Yeah.
But as Shyvanna, what you're doing right now, taking damage, walking around, throwing the fireball, still hanging around, queuing a minion. You see what I mean? Like you could almost be finished the grubs here, right?
Yeah. It's so fast.
Yeah, it's like you're still hanging around. Okay, something more happens. So the hang around actually does nearly okay. Does it get us a kill? Regardless, right? Where could we have been right now? We could have been finished grubs back on our raptors almost, clearing down again.
Yeah. Already to the bot side, which is what I wanted to play around.
Yeah. I mean, not only just that you want to play around, but like you have so many camps to farm right now, and especially in your dragon form, you farm them so quickly. So you would be so massive here. Imagine if you recalled. Okay, so let's just say you recalled straight away. You still find this opportunity, whatever. You kill him. You do the grubs. 858 is when you initially kill that guy. 858. And we're still mid at almost 22 seconds later.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's that puts it in perspective for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It does put it into perspective. Basically, you just miss grubs for that. You can think about it like that. You missed 3 grubs because this is where you would be after the grubs. This grubs should just be dead right now. That's what you missed.
Yeah, I'm almost I could have had it. It's opportunity cost that I didn't really need to take.
Yeah, and then you would finish this, and then what else would you do here? What should you be doing here? When you're crossing like this, greedy. Think about being greedy. What should you do?
I could probably clean this whole wave.
Clean the wave, then go to wolves, and then clear down. So the way that you should be looking at the map, it's like a big canvas of farm, okay? As Shyvanna, this is how you're looking at it. You reset, you go to your Krugs, you do Raptors. You see that there's a potential free play with your ult, and okay, you do the play here because you think killing the Talon is above 70% chance. You jump over, you kill him. Then you're looking at the map again at the canvas. What's the next on the canvas? What lines can I draw? I want to draw a line like this. Oh, mid-wave? Okay, go take that real quick. Then go back to the line. This is how you want to be thinking.
It's almost like finding the most efficient path that takes
Exactly. Yeah, you're going to do this initially, but then you see this. So you do this. And then you do this. And then you go back to the Raptors, but then you see the mid-wave. You do the mid-wave. And then after the mid-wave, you do the... You know what I mean? Like, you're just on this, like, farm track, really.
It's funny because that looks so complicated, but when you explained it, it really wasn't.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm just trying to put it into like you're painting like a picture of like how you're going to like walk around, because we don't want to walk around like to wolves and then to grubs and then to raptors and then to like we don't want to walk around like this. We want to make it a smooth motion.
Yep.
But picking up ways like this, more farm. So how much farm would you have now if you didn't overstay mid? I actually don't know how much CS does the grubs give.
Oh jeez.
I'm actually not sure what number it is, but I mean if you CS this perfectly, that's another 6. So I think you'd be like maybe 80 CS right now, if we just did. Yeah, I mean I don't know how much grubs gives. Maybe 4 each. I'm guessing. Maybe it gives 12. I'm not sure. Maybe we can see if Talon takes them. But anyway, yeah, you're just full clearing down. How much gold do you have? You have 1,000. Yeah, greed it more. Take more. Good that you didn't base there. And then the dragon is spawning in 18 seconds. Nice. You get another free kill. So this is like, you're doing really, really well, but it's just those extra moments of waste and those extra little bits of like time waste and taking the wave and stuff like that. The thing is, you're still seeing the opportunities, which is really good with your dragon form. And this is what I mean by like, Shyvanna's a champion that when you don't have ult, you're farming. Then you build ult, you use your ult, you go back to downtime, right? That's how you kind of play. So it's a very, very good champion for low elo, but obviously also, you know, one of my friends playing it to 850 LP. It kind of gives the game very, very good structure, right? It doesn't allow you to do all this random stuff that usually gets us caught up in like the chaos.
Yeah, I found that playing her makes me say no to bad fights more often.
Yep, because you don't have ult. You're like, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not a dragon yet. And then we're waiting for dragon to spawn, so if we can take this real quick, it would be very nice. That's a bit unlucky. Okay. And then Tristana shows up here. Okay. Okay, yeah. So this is another thing. So I'll quickly have a look at the context of the map. So your Pantheon is going top, right? And you just use kind of like, you can think of this as like you used. So do you have any information about the Tristana and the Talon? Do we know where he's not on grubs? So what does that mean?
Right. More likely on the bot side. I can see his camps are up.
Yeah, I mean, you can see, regardless if his camps are up or not, he's not here. And we don't know where Tristana is. So even right now, you should be feeling like they're coming for you. Like right now, after you kill Seraphine, you should feel like the enemy is coming for you. So Tristana, okay, so Tristana jumps on mid. So let's just say we're only watching our game right now. We're only watching this. Okay, instantly you should be thinking, where is Trist? Where is Talon? Not on grubs, not on midwave. Okay, what am I going to do? Can I do dragon safely? No. What does that mean? Okay, I'm going to go drop my ward here and just base. Because that way, if I drop my ward here and then I base and I see them doing it, then I can just run here out of base, right? Or I can just say, okay, give that up and I go take the grubs. You see the options this gives you?
Yep.
So if you're unsure, if the dragon is not securely yours, if you think that there's any way, where is Tristana? Where is Talon? Oh, okay, I see Tristana mid and she's half HP and I see Talon on these. Okay, I can go take it. Do you see the difference in like the thought pattern and the thought process?
Yep.
So if you're unsure, you never do it. But still, you want to make a good play here by dropping the pink. So then it gives you more information on your next play when you part here. Does that make sense? Like he does dragon. Okay, now I go take this. Maybe I can take, you know, his camps first. I can take this, and then I can draw this farm line again like this. You're trying to devour the map of the resources. But then, yeah, you make this extra moment as well while you're waiting for it. So even waiting for it to spawn here is also another reason why you should have just based. You also have, I think, your item. You have 1,500 gold, yeah. So you also have Shojin here, I think. So plenty of reasons why we should have just based here. Pantheon being top. You know. We don't have our support here. Jinx doesn't really want to help you hit this right now. Neither does GB. So.
Right.
They also have a ward on it too. So now they know that you're on it. Of course, they're going to, you know, be coming over here. And she was already moving to the bot side. So makes sense. This was a big mistake.
Of course, like question mark thing it because I didn't and then also all the variables.
Yeah, and I think you know, I don't want to make this like overly like this shouldn't be, you know, you are questioning variables, right? But I also don't want to make this like overly complicated. So I want you to just think here, right? Okay, dragon's not spawning. Throw this fireball, whatever. Run back over. First thing you should be doing is pinking. Pink it. Oh, it's watered. Oh, I don't know where mid is. Oh, my Panther's top. Oh, I don't know where Talon is. Okay, base.
Gotcha.
That's it. Never do things on vision. So if you're going to counter jungle, right, and they have a ward here, and you sweep in, and they have a ward, and again, for the same reason, you don't know where mid is, you don't know where bot is, you don't know where jungle is, you never take this Raptors if this is warded. Because people are so much more likely to move to you if they know guaranteed you're there. Right? Laners will always go to that because it's the same way you don't want to like waste a gank. They don't want to also waste their like move either. going for something that they don't actually know is going to result in anything. So yeah, rule of thumb, never ever kind of do things on vision, unless you know where everyone is.
Got it.
Okay, so this was a big mistake, and now because they do the dragon fast enough, that means that we don't really have tempo to do this as well, right? So if we had base there and they did dragon, we would already be finishing this.
Yep.
But now we just continue clearing like usual, and if we see something, then we can do it. Then we can do the grubs. But right now, I mean, it's also like, you know, grubs this game is kind of useless, so I would just clear down here now. 1, 2, 3. I'm drawing that line again. Now you have ult. We want to replay on the bot side. Probably using our ult on the bot side, or maybe to invade him on his red or something like that with our spare tempo. So again, you're still doing quite well. You have 100 CS at 12 minutes 50. You can just see how that could have been 115 CS or 120 CS, right? Could have just been more.
Yeah, that's actually really eye-opening, because I do feel like it at least looks like I'm doing really well stat-wise early in a lot of these games, and then I'll lose the game and wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, these will, in 100 games, these things will add up, right, to the reason why some games you win and some games you lose. You know, being 20 CS up here is not going to be like the main difference of you being... it is the difference of players being gold and emerald and challenger, these like small details, but it's not going to be the biggest difference of like why you win this particular game in general. It's more of a consistency thing. It will matter over 100 games, because obviously it kind of like... Okay, again, we always go mid. Why do we go mid, right? We shouldn't be going mid. We should be looking at this lane. Even though it's like kind of pushed up, this is what we should be looking at.
Yeah, almost not even to play for Jinx and Panth, but to shut down the Sarah Karthus, I feel.
I mean, I think you jumping in as a dragon here on like a Pantheon stun is infinitely more like of a highly like a way to use your spare tempo than going mid. If this was like to cross mid to grubs, I think that's okay, right? But again, also still here, he jumps. What other ability does he still have?
Ult.
His ult, yeah. Which is what he uses here.
And I did not consider that. I didn't know where Talon was.
Yeah, and also, yeah, of course you didn't. Yeah, again, you don't consider like the enemy's location. Let's go back one more time. We take the scuttle, so we should be pushing it towards bot, right? Push the scuttle bot. Even if you just jump over this wall and start spitting fire at them, that's still better than this play. Your red is spawning in 30. So you kind of can see the time you have. I think the idea that... where did you use it? Did you use... Yeah, so the idea here when you clear vision for them was good. So running here, sweeping. Sweep this ward. You run into the next bush. They have another ward. So just pink here. Just pink ward here, right? Just drop the pink ward. Make it so they can't play. Just drop it. Go back, take this, run back here, see if there's anything. Can we dive? No. Can we do anything? No. Okay, base, go to my red. Go to my grubs. The only time you ever consider mid is when he's 1 HP and you can just hit him with the fireball. That's how you should be thinking about the game. So this was another... These 2 deaths are setting you back like kind of massively in the game.
I could kind of feel that too this game.
And you can see here, look.
Oh, yeah,
they are fighting.
Yeah. Kill.
They're 1 for 1. But this would have just been...
kill without Panth dying, I think.
Yeah, even if Panth dies, you kill the Karthus too, then you push the wave with Jinx. You help her push the wave by taking a little bit of the CS. You take a plate, you base, more gold again. So you can use your spare tempo here to help her push this and take this plate and take maybe another plate while you're waiting for your Crocs to spawn. You see the opportunities, right? And this is just about playing on the right lane. You're playing mid always this game, which is just the wrong lane. You haven't actually been bot, I think. Oh no, you killed the Seraphine here, but you actually haven't been using your spare tempo. I think this vision was really good that you did here. but just drop your pink and just keep playing here. Take the scuttle, come back. Okay, any fight happening? No. Okay, base. Okay, so yeah, we spawn now. And in this game as well, this would have been a really, really good game to go full AP UI with Sork boots.
Oh yeah, lots of squishies.
Because your solo AP is the biggest reason. There's no other sources of magic damage on your team. So, like, to summarize this game right so far, is I think the correct build is adding to this, right? But we could just be so strong. Is how I want you to think of this. We could just be so strong. We could be, you know, more farm, better build, better use of our spare tempo, more kills, less deaths from all of these decisions so far. And it's simply just about how we're using our tempo and how we're thinking about how much farm we can get and not doing that wasting time walking around.
Yep.
Being decisive on where we want to go. Again, where are we going? We're going to the wrong side here, right? I don't like this still. I would rather you just farm down and then you see him on this, so then you take these camps and then you dive on their bot lane like as a dragon again. Because I don't really want to fight on this side, to be honest. I don't want to try and kill this Talon when he's going to jump over walls. I don't want to play near this GP. He doesn't offer me anything. Obviously, he offers some damage. He has Ignite. So yeah, you might kill the Talon here, but I still don't like the decision. I like this decision. When he shows on this pink, you're taking his bot side and diving his bot laner. And then you're also going to communicate with pings. You're going to back ping so your team doesn't int here. And you're going to on the way ping so we kill these guys. When you're playing Shyvanna behind them and you're just a dragon here and you're just throwing fire at them with your full magic pen build and you're one-shotting them, the enemy can't play the game. And this is what I call having extremely impactful plays. This is a moment where you can do it. This play and then spitting fireballs here with full AP and Sork boots, they can't play. It's over.
Yeah,
you kill them.
Those fireballs would just zone into Panth stun or Jinx.
Exactly. Yeah, you just guard here. You don't let them leave, and then they just die slowly.
That makes
exactly.
Sense.
Yeah. But we go for the guy that has the invis and can jump over walls. I don't know why he's not jumping over this wall. Who knows? You know, we're going for all this stuff. Do you see this? We're going for the wrong use of our tempo.
Yeah.
I mean, you may... I see that you... Okay, no, you don't get kills here. So you get kills... I see here, you get kills on the... Okay, the Seraphine and the Talon. So Seraphine comes topside. And everyone's coming topside for the Rift Herald. Interesting. Again here, what could we have done? In this time again, where would we be?
Already at his camps.
Probably at his Krugs or Raptors. Finishing his Raptors, maybe. Then we kill them. Then we kill them bot. We ping what we want. We back ping this. We on the way ping this. And then we go and farm all this as well. And we just go up like, I don't know, 40 CS probably of all that. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. 20 CS.
Yeah, it'd be insane.
20 CS, but instead, we're looking for plays. Okay, now we used our ult, right? We are grouped here, at least. Okay. Find a random guy to kill. That's good. So, I mean, this isn't bad anymore as much because your team is grouping here, right? So your whole team is grouped here, and Karthus is bot. So like you playing a fight here, even if you have dragon form or not, is fine. But regardless of the result, again, you can see here what your decisions should be here. So the information that I have is I'm on Raptors. I know that my wolves are spawning soon, I think. And then you will be walking to here because you know your wolves spawn after your Raptors because that's what happened last round. You'd be walking to your wolves right now. You take the wolves again, as depending on how fast you can take it. You take the wolves. You check the Raptors. Okay, they're up. Nice. I'll eat it. You check the Krugs. Okay, nice. They're up. I'll eat it. You back ping the Rift Herald. You ping on the way to bot lane. You kill them. You come back. You farm these camps. Super round. Again, another super round that you could have made. You also, you want to know, I think a big thing of this game as well, you want to know who your food is, who you want to eat, okay? You don't want to try and eat the Talon and the Tristana because they have insane escape abilities. You do want to eat, however, the Karthus and the Seraphine because they're just like, that's just dinner for you.
Oh man, yeah. They basically don't have anything. I know Seraphine can speed up, but
Karthus has exhaust, yeah. Seraphine can ult, but anyway, yeah. So let's just watch what happens now. Team groups here, which is good. Grouping is always good. It rarely ends up in something negative. What would I rather you do here? What would I rather you do here? Spend the minute on Rift Herald or have these four camps? Which one do you think I'd rather you do?
Those 4 camps, I feel like
yeah,
I would have been in a better position to deny Karthus that turret.
Yeah, oh yeah, as well. You may even just have killed the Karthus as well. So also doing your own thing as Shyvanna is also something you can think about, which is also fine. But you only want to do this Rift Herald after you did all of that. So after you cleared down, you took his camps, you ganked bot, you killed your camps, you base, and now you have like this time where you're waiting for your camps to spawn again, right? And then you can consider doing this. But by that time, they've probably already done it. So then you just clear down again and you do the dragon. So you should only do the Rift Herald when you just have spare time. It's just like an extra thing to do with your spare tempo because we'd always rather all these camps. There's so much to farm here. Let's check your CS again. If we did everything well this game, what could our CS be? 40 CS higher, right? So we'd be like 160 CS at 16 minutes on clock.
Oh my goodness, which is like...
And the amount of gold that is extra is a lot. It's almost half an item probably. Maybe even more than... It's maybe even an item, honestly. 40 CS, half an item. Okay, let's go insert. So now we... Okay, so they took... Okay, so we even traded the dragon for this Rift Herald as well.
Which... that also felt bad during the game. It almost made no sense.
Yeah. We don't like that at all. Every single time the dragon towards it and taking it. Yeah, you're also like half HP because of, the Rift Herald, the fight before. You haven't spent your gold. So our tempo is also off for the dragon. And then I guess this is where you start getting more altered. Again, what lane are we going towards here?
Top lane, which...
Do you want to be going here?
Probably...
Definitely not. Okay, wait. So what did you actually end up doing this round? So you ended up doing the full clear. So this is fine. This is like your downtime, right? And you have all your camps up, so you just full clear. This is fine. But then after your Krogs, what should you do?
How much gold do I have? Oh, yeah. I should base.
Base. This like greedy round that you just did is fine. Like don't worry about pathing towards top now and doing your camps because it's kind of irrelevant at this point. You could have based early and then cleared down, but this is like it doesn't matter. Like full clearing up here is completely okay. You just need a base now, and then where do you want to walk out of base? Who do you want to kill? You don't want to kill the guy with the mortal or the Tristana jump or the Talon hop over walls. You want to kill this guy and the Seraphine.
Nice, like Arthas, yep.
Base, and you run straight here, and you run straight for this red buff with your dragon form, and you make a play on this map here with your team on the laners that you want to kill. You're going to be playing for this guy to kill him. You're going to be playing for this red spawn, which is spawning in... Is this his spawn? I don't know, actually. I think it's spawning in 20 seconds. So let's see. You base here. You're basing... Right, then you're running here at a base. Then you see a fight happening mid, so you run mid instead because these guys are inting. Again, 2k gold going for the Maud. This is like double no-no. Wrong target. Didn't base. And so I would say even this is why, this was like the nail in the coffin to all like your decision-making mistakes. This was like the... You could have, you could have had like another really good round here by just pathing towards like the right side of the map. And you probably would have killed this guy, right, if you had spent your 2k. But even checking his items here, right? If you check his items here, he's 1.5, and you're 1. And your Urgot's 1 item. And he's also Mordekaiser, which can just ult.
Yep.
So if he ulted you here, you would have died. And then he would have killed Urgot. If he ults Urgot, same thing. Same outcome. We also don't know where Talon is again.
True.
We do have good vision here, to be honest. So we'll probably see him if he's here. But still.
I have this weird, you see me pause there to think almost, because I was like, maybe I should just take the turret and run away.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and there we go. Talon also shows up.
Yeah.
And then, again, like, I can't stress this enough. Like, what could we have done in this time? Okay, so we could have based... Let's just see when we would have based. Because it takes around probably like 30 seconds to run to the enemy red as Shyvanna with tier 2 boots from base. So 38 seconds from here, which is 18:28. 18:28, yeah. At 18:28, we could be at basically his red. So we would have been involved in that mid fight.
Oh wow.
As well. We would be killing the Seraphine here. So you want to wait. You almost want to wait for things to like. You want to wait for opportunities to present themselves. As Shyvanna. You want to farm? Just like you were doing all game. You know, when you killed the Talon here, this was good. An opportunity presented itself. When you killed the Seraphine here, this was good. An opportunity presented itself. But no opportunity did I see present itself top lane. It was just a straight coin flip.
It makes sense.
Yeah, yep. Just a straight coin flip. So you want to wait for things. You want to just be farm, 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 farm. Oh, kill. Farm, farm, farm. Oh, kill. Farm, 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 farm. I know what kind of people I want to kill too. Double kill. You know, you would have took red. Maybe took Raptors. This is what you want. This fight here, this is exactly what you're looking for. This is the opportunity that you need to take here. Because you get a triple kill here if after taking red you run here. And this GP, watch, this GP is going to do a lot of damage to these people, but he's probably going to end up dying anyway. Yeah. Ready? Maybe he's not going to do damage to them. But this is kind of the distraction you're looking for, because...
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you see this now and you're like, okay, well, that's still not good enough. I mean, Karthus still has exhaust, whatever. Tristana still has ult. So maybe, okay, GP didn't do as much damage as we thought, right? So then we just don't go for it. And we just recall, or we just go to the top scuttle or something like that. But if GP hits this barrel here, and they all get one, like, really low, then we jump over here and we ult.
That makes sense. I'm thinking, too, if I was full AP, like you said, they would just get
melt.
Obliterated.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, so I think that's something else, yeah, you should definitely start doing or trying, is when you are literally solo AP on your team, it makes even more sense to go for the one-shot AP build with Sork Boots. Okay, and honestly, I think we'll leave this replay here. I know there's still a lot to look at in the game, right? But I want this to be more about what we've already talked about. I don't want this to be about the team fights. Obviously, the team fights, yeah, you get mod ulted. We already said at the start, you know, you kind of just have to keep your distance or let him ult someone else first, because he will just destroy you. You know, if you jump in, he'll always look to ult you. That's kind of his...